That 99 is on almost every price you have ever paid. Your eye reads the leftmost digit and then stops. So $2.99 gets filed next to $2, not 3. Put it against $2.98 instead, and the same 9 does nothing at all. But walk past anything expensive and the 9 disappears. Watches, cars, houses, round numbers every time. If the 9 works, why does the money avoid it? Here's one real answer early. The 9 is doing a second job. It is a badge, and what it says is bargain, which is the one thing an expensive object cannot afford to say about itself. 2 consumer psychologists went looking for the exact point where the 9 stops working, Manoj Thomas and Vicky Morwitz. 5 experiments, and the design was almost unkind. Show someone a price, show them a competing price, ask which one is cheaper. Everybody gets that right. It was never the question. The question was how much cheaper it felt. The effect showed up in exactly one place: when the leftmost digit changed. Against $3, $2.99 opens a gap you can feel. Against $2.98, the same 1 cent, nothing. So the 9 is not making the number look smaller. It is making you stop reading. Most of the 9s around you sit on prices where the left digit never changes at all. Nothing to truncate, nothing to gain. Somebody printed them anyway. The second job is not arithmetic. It is advertising. You have seen a 9 on discounted things so many times that the 9 now means discounted. The number stopped being a quantity, it became a label. Sandrine Mace went through a grocery chain's sales figures, asking who the label actually helps. Low-priced items, small brands, products that had just arrived on the shelf, things a shopper has no way to evaluate. The 9 tells them something, and they take it. A clever trick, working quietly on everyone but you. For premium brands, the 9 does not help less. It costs them sales. A luxury watch with a 9 on the end is telling you it is nervous. You have been reading this signal your whole life without once being taught it is. Every round number you have ever seen on something expensive was a decision somebody made. The missing 9 was the message. If the badge works, put it on everything. Shops did exactly that. The effect erodes as a store's 9-ending pricing intensifies. The more prices wear the badge, the less any badge is worth. Make it universal and you have not made everything look cheap. The trick eats itself slowly from the inside. It does not work on me. Everyone says this. Everyone has always said this. The research cannot argue with you because it never asked. It counted receipts, not what people say about themselves, what ends up in the basket. So nobody said you were fooled. It picks your neighbor. $2.99 sits on the shelf beside $3. Your eye files it next to 2, and the gap it measures is enormous. Move it beside $2.98, and the comparison collapses. Same tag, same shop, same you. The 9 never touched your decision. It chose what your decision was measured against. Which leaves the part everyone knows and nobody has ever shown. The 9 was invented to stop cashiers stealing. A round price needs no change, so a clerk can pocket the note and never open the drawer. Price it a penny under, and the drawer has to open and the sale gets recorded. It is a good story. It has one problem. Nobody can find where it came from. Every telling points at another telling. A research column called The Straight Dope went and read the newspapers, Chicago Daily News advertisements, on microfilm, page after page. Prices ending in 9 were rare until well into the 1880s. They did not become normal until the 1920s. And even then, as often as not, they ended in 95. There's a second story, and this one has a name attached. Chicago, the 1870s. Melville Stone wanted to sell a newspaper for 1 cent, which meant his readers needed pennies, and nobody carried pennies. So the story goes that he talked shops into shaving their prices and shipped in barrels of pennies from Philadelphia so the change would exist. It also cannot be checked. Stone sold the paper within months, and the nines did not follow him. That is not proof the story is false. Absence of a source never is. The cash register spread through exactly those decades, so the timing does not rule anything out. After a century of repeating it, nobody has produced the evidence. 2 origin stories, neither one checkable, both repeated for a century by people who never went and looked. Which is the same failure as the 9-9 one level up. A story told often enough stops being a claim and becomes a badge. It stopped carrying information a long time ago. People kept passing it on anyway. Here is what can honestly be said. Nobody knows who put it there first. It works by making you stop reading. It stops working the moment everyone uses it. And it has been used relentlessly for 100 years. Which means the number on almost every price you have ever paid is a badge that has been quietly wearing out since before your grandparents learned to read it.